Okay, now just additional information here. If this is the part that we didn't mention in chapter 4 and 5, if a company doesn't have earlier accumulated retained earnings and now they have a net loss, then oftentimes this basically is a negative dollar amount. So this sometimes happens when a company just started. They don't have accumulated net income from the past, and right now their expenses still overweighs their revenue, sales revenue or service revenue. This is what we call deficit balance. Deficit balance just means a negative retained earnings, meaning they don't have retained earnings yet. So far, their expenses outweighs their revenues. So in this case here, if it's deficit balance, on the balance sheet you would see retained earnings having a bracket, because that's basically showing the net loss information. Okay, generally speaking, most of the companies later on will have a positive dollar amount. So when you look at balance sheet under equity section, you will just see a dollar amount listed as retained earnings. But if the company hasn't yet got net income, so far they only have net loss, then what's listed under equity will be a deficit balance of retained earnings. That basically just means a negative dollar amount. So you will see a bracket around retained earnings. That means net loss. Okay, so here's a contra example. Earlier we talked about net income. This is an example of net loss. And when you close the account, income summary will be credited, retained earnings will be reduced, debit, retained earnings account. So on balance sheet, you'll see a bracket around that number.